Alright, so listen up. On my channel, and I made this point before. I'm not talking down on the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder. I've noticed a trend. If you talk about Deontay and talk negatively about him, your viewership just shoots up. You get more views, more subscribers, more comments. People love you for talking down on Deontay, talking just ridiculous stuff, even stuff that's not even about boxing, how he talks, and he's a racist guy, and because he speaks the truth, about certain things that's going on in America. He's not a guy that's going to tuck his tail to seem appeasing for the masses. He's going to be who he is. He's going to be true to himself. He's going to talk about issues that he wants to talk about and not tuck his tail and cower because he don't want to seem like the guy that pulls the race car. Whatever the hell that is. Again, I tell y'all, that race car stuff was created by people who don't want you to talk about the racism that they benefit from. People say you're pulling a race car when they don't want you to talk about the racism that they benefit from. But when Deontay had that rant against Tyson Fury and he spoke about certain things going on in Black America, a lot of people did not like that. They had a huge problem with that, and they called him a race baiter. And, they already don't like the fact that he's an unconventional fighter. He's not a boxer. He's a brawler. He doesn't have the most crisp jab. He doesn't have the fundamentals that they would like to see in a heavyweight champion. So you got other individuals, even you got people from America, Deontay Wilder's country, talking down on him, belittling him in hopes of uplifting other people that's not even from here. Again, I love everybody. I root for all different type of champions. I love Lennox Lewis, right? He's from the UK. Anthony Joshua is a great fighter. You have great fighters in the UK, but I'm not going to talk down on Deontay to prop up other fighters from another country. People doing that, talking about, Anthony Joshua wouldn't do that, Dillian White wouldn't do that, talking bad about Deontay and trying to clown him out. I'm not having that. You know what I mean? I'm an American from the United States of America. Deontay Wilder is from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, in America. He's a Black American, looks like me, comes from similar conditions that I come from. Similar type of communities, so similar type of backgrounds. I'm not talking down on that man because he defied all odds from going from being a busboy and IHOP to becoming a heavyweight champion of the world to take care of his ailing daughter. So I'm not going to talk down on him. He overcame a lot of different odds coming from a place where education is severely neglected. So I'm not going to talk to people talking about how you talking all that. Yeah, that's whatever. I'm not, that's clown stuff to me. But I see so many people from America talking down on that man because he don't fight the way you want him to fight. And I see people telling people, you got some dudes in America, bro, you got some American fight fans that's just soft to me. And I'll say, I'm not a tough guy. I'm not a guy that thrives off confrontation and none of that. But you will never hear me say, Deontay Wilder makes me ashamed to be an American because he's the American heavyweight champion of the world. If y'all don't get that bullshit out of here, get that up out of here. That's some clown, cowering talk, coward talk to me. I don't care how lacking a guy is in fundamentals or whatever. Deontay could be terrible, right? You're not going to tell me that a guy, because this guy's a champion, he makes me ashamed that I'm American. That's stupid. That's like when people say when violence goes on in Chicago, and I'm a Chicagoan through and through. People say, I'm ashamed to be from Chicago because of this. Hell no, I'm not ashamed. That's that man. That don't got nothing to do with me and why I'm here. He don't got nothing to do with me. I'm proud of my origins. So, and there's another thing too. Deontay made you ashamed, right? So let me ask you this. Was other guys in the United Kingdom, were they ashamed of Ricky Hatton? When Ricky Hatton was getting knocked out? When he got knocked out them times, were they ashamed when he got stopped? No, they wasn't. They still was proud of their champion. When Manny Pacquiao got knocked, even though Manny Pacquiao is any world elite legend, but I'm saying, when you got certain fighters from other countries, they can take losses or they cannot be the most skilled fighters, and the country's still going to be behind that champion no matter what. Deontay Wilder is from here, homegrown. I'm going to be behind him no matter what y'all talking about. I told y'all before too, just because a guy doesn't have the fundamentals or the most crisp jab, he doesn't throw the most precise uppercut. He doesn't throw the most precise hooks. Doesn't mean that he's he's a bum. Because I'm telling you right now, when you get that type of punching power that he has, anybody can go down. Anybody can go down at any minute. So the conventional fighter could be up ahead on the scorecards and make it look beautiful. It could be a massacre. And in the 12th round, in the blink of a moment, boom, it's over with. It's over with. And to me, it's an art in that. A guy that can be a guy that a guy that has power that can carry for 12 rounds, and at any moment, it could be a game changer. That's a skill. I'm sorry, it's a skill. And whether you want to admit it or not, Deontay Wilder is one of the hardest hitting heavyweight champions we have ever seen. People don't want to give him credit for that. When you got a guy that's knocked out or put every guy that he's fought on the canvas, it means something, especially in the heavyweight division. Everybody that he's fought, he's knocked them down to the canvas. And y'all can say, well, look at his resume. Okay, well, he fought a skilled fighter who was superbly more skilled than him and still put him on the canvas twice. Didn't put him away, but he put him on the canvas. Stavern lasted 12 rounds with Stavern that first time. Second time, look what happened. So, even if he fought, I think he could drop Povetkin. I think he could drop Anthony Joshua. Joshua can drop him as well. I'm never going to say Anthony Joshua can't drop him, but Anthony don't have I think Deontay got one punch knockout power. Anthony knocks you out with combinations. So there's a difference, but Anthony's a great fighter. I'm not going to take anything away from him. But what I'm saying is that Deontay can very well knock down all the guys that Anthony Joshua has fought. You can say, oh, well, he can't do Vlad that way. Vlad could get dropped too. Now, Vlad could dish it out too. Vlad can put Deontay on his back too, but Deontay showed me that he could take some punches. Y'all can say, oh, it was an old Ortiz. I'm telling y'all right now, the heavyweights in the division don't want to see Ortiz. They don't. You can say, oh, he's 59. I'm telling y'all right now, Ortiz is superbly skilled. He is. So don't try to belittle him because Deontay faced him. I'm tired of seeing all these videos, people just jumping on the bandwagon from America. I'm ashamed to be American because of Deontay. What type of coward is you? What type of man are you? That you trying to jump onto that bandwagon and get UK people to view your channel and view you as unbiased. Let me tell y'all too, just because, I'm looking at out there, somebody's coming to the door. Just because I don't root against the guys that you don't like does not mean I'm a biased person. I'm a biased guy. If I picked a black fighter to win, does not mean I'm biased. I think that guy's a better fighter, and I believe in him more than I believe in the other guy. Plain and simple, right? So this is the thing too. No matter what skills Deontay doesn't have, I believe in that man. Seriously, I really do. And because I think he got the ultimate equalizer, the ultimate eraser. And when you have that, a man can be better than you so many rounds. It's over in an instant. And Deontay takes the fight game, whether you can say, oh, he don't take the fight game that serious because he hasn't switched up his fighting style, he hasn't added certain things. But Deontay is a man, and I see it in his eyes. He's a man that means what he says and says what he means, and he stands firmly on that. And I respect that about that man. And he's not a guy that's going to duck his tail and tuck his tail to make other people like him. Or I'm not going to say this because I don't want people to say I'm a race bait. I don't want them to dislike me. Man, F all that, man. Stand up on something, man. And he stand on something. He stands firmly with his feet planted on the ground. He's a chill, humble guy. But then when it's in the ring and it's go time, when it's building up for the fight, we're going to talk crazy. Because look, I'm getting amped up. And it's an intimidation factor that everybody has always appreciated in other champions. People love that intimidation factor from Mike Tyson. They loved it. So when Deontay does it, it's a problem. Oh, why is he talking about catching the body? Tyson talking about eating people's children. For real? He was talking about eating people's kids and stuff. And people was thriving on Iron Mike Tyson. They was thriving off all of that testosterone that was coming through the screen. They was thriving off of it. It was people that hated Mike during that time when he was fighting Lennox Lewis, and people was like, oh, Mike going crazy on drugs and all of that. But people still were, and they were like thrilled by him. And see, Deontay, what their problem is, you're not going to break Deontay down to be something that you want him to be. As great as Mike Tyson was, like, his spirit is broken so much that he seems to be such a docile man now. He's so docile, and people love it now. They love him now because he's so docile, and I don't want to talk about fighting. No, Deontay, nah, family. It's raw, it's unfiltered, and he is who he is. He is that Southern boy from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and he ain't gonna change that for nobody. He's not. And he's not going to try to fit a mold that you feel like he should be in to make him seem more likable to you. Because when you see him in certain interviews, he's such a cool, calm, and collected guy. In the fight time, it's a whole different persona. He goes into war mode just like most other fighters do. Just because your favorite fighter doesn't do it does not mean the other guy that does do it is a bad guy. It is what it is, man. But I'm not on my channel, man. I'm not trying to talk down and criticize every single thing he does for views. And I think that's sucker stuff. If you don't really believe that in your heart, and you really out here saying stuff like he makes you ashamed to be an American, what get up out of here, man. Stop it. Stop it, man. I don't fool with that, man. I ride with Deontay because of the person that Deontay is. And he's shown me, man. He's got a special gift from God. He's blessed with a hand. That right hand that he got was blessed from God. And he can put anybody to sleep with it. Anybody. And, he's not going to be trying to become a condensed version of himself for other people to be digested and say, oh, I can take this version of him. Now, like, no. You're not going to turn him into Mike Tyson. When I say Mike Tyson, I'm talking about his mannerisms to where he's so docile that he's not afraid. He's approachable now. So, now he's revered in certain ways now. That ain't going down, family. He gonna be who he is and true to himself, and I appreciate that. I'm rolling with the Bronze Bomber. You will not see me talking down on WBC Heavyweight Champion of the World just for views and clicks and likes, or the people to say I'm unbiased, and for people to just say they love me because I talk down on Deontay to big up other fighters from other countries. And again, I love everybody from everywhere, but I'm not talking down on my own to big up other people from other countries. No, not doing it. Shout out to Deontay. Peace.